Hey there, what are we doing today? Well, today we're going thrifting at the Goodwill in Clermont. You can see it right behind me. And we're going to see what we can find or see if there's anything good at the Goodwill that we can flip, hopefully not keep. And I will see you on the inside. Let's go. It's a nice clear day. We are waiting on that Hurricane Adelia. Hopefully it stays away. Stepping into the store, the front of the store has a huge amount of Halloween decor. It was kind of busy, so we went to the back of this display, and they did bring a Halloween buggy out, and there was a lot of stuff in there, but most of it was kind of current. And you can see this cute little basket with the pumpkins was $6.99. And this little portrait, well, I didn't really think I needed that. These blocks were cute for Happy Halloween, but hopefully they all were in there. I think they were $6.99 as well, but again, I just didn't have a place for them. And over here on the tables, we can see they have more decor out, but that little cat was falling off his chimney. And that was $5.99. I bet it was cute back in the day. This was nice. Hallmark, $4.99. Cute little cat bowl. I almost got that because I am kind of a cat person, but shh, don't tell anybody. This bag of spiders, if you're having a Halloween party. And they had spider lights. I thought it was little spider toys. It was lights. So we didn't get that. And you can see they have a lot of stuff over behind this table. Lots and lots of costumes. I guess they just saved them up. Over here, we're back into the hard goods. We see this little duck. He's $3.99. And so is his partner, $3.99. This bell without the clacker. I didn't see the price, but if it doesn't have the clacker, we're not going to get it. More things. They always have the dolls on the bottom two rows, but I don't always get those. I never get those. I don't even look at them because they kind of freak me out. So we just put that back. Little salt and peppers in there. Cute little Sylvester and Tweety bowl. Not something that I would pick up. The turkeys, they had a whole shelf full of turkeys. He was $5.99. I think he was vintage. I kind of saw a little tag under the price tag, but I didn't check it out thoroughly. But it looks like somebody's turkey collection was donated. And they were all $5.99. They were cute. Not necessarily for a reseller, but if you're a collector, that would have been probably a pretty good price. I did see this elephant statue. I loved it. And you see it in my cart, so I had to pick it up because it was beautiful. And it was $6.99. I'm going to keep that in my cart and see if I can find anything else that is similar to that listed online. But I might just keep it anyway. This I thought was a marcasite. I meant malachite, but it was not. It was kind of a synthetic wall decor, and I looked it up, and it did not have a good sold history. I'll try to put that picture right up here. Over here at the end cap, it was all red. This was Cook's something or other, $5.99. I guess you would use it as a griddle or something on your stove or your grill. Cook's Essentials. This was a cute little bowl, and it was $4.99. Looked like a little handmade trinket bowl. Really pretty, very bright. And this was just a contemporary glass bowl with a nice rim around it. Really pretty. And I thought this was kind of cute. Yeah. And I looked it up. I did put it in my cart, actually. And I did look it up, but it looked more like a contemporary piece as opposed to a vintage piece. I don't think I kept it for sure. But I wanted to, but I didn't. Over here in the clear glass aisle, let's check it out and see what we can find. Those little salt shakers. These are like Crystal d'Arc. I think I have a set of those. And we use those like once a year on New Year's Eve. And these were pretty. And they were heavy. But I think and they were Crystal d'Arc as well. But, looks like two of them are missing. Maybe part of a service platter. But we didn't, they were really pretty. Very heavy. I am drawn to clear glass. I don't know why. It just doesn't sell well for me, but I can sure collect the heck out of it. What is this? A nice little bowl made in Italy, Furo. It's kind of a big bowl. I have enough big bowls that are looking for a new home. Cute little rooster. $3.99. You think that's like a vinegar? I think that was for vinegar. There might have been an oil one, cruet, but there was no stopper and there was no mate to it. And just breezing through here to see if we can find anything. There were some Avon plates down there, but I didn't see anything for those. I did like this owl mug. It's so bright and cheery, but $4.99. No, not for resale. And not even to keep for me. For somebody else maybe, but not for me. Moving on, you can see they do have a lot of things over here in the mug section. And I used to buy a lot of, well, you know that, I used to buy a lot of mugs and used to have some fairly good success with them when they were like 69 cents or 99 cents at the Goodwill. And I don't know what that is, but that was interesting. Like 2 mugs, but the bottom, what, do you know what that's for? I don't. But the set of them was $5.99. I didn't even look them up because I'm like, I don't need a mug. I don't need a mug to resell. Trying to stay away from that. But here are some more of the pretty mugs. Those were cute. You know, for Halloween decor, $4.99 for both of them. That wasn't really bad. But again, they did not make the cart. They did not make the cut. Cincinnati Reds, Stein, $4.99. I used to get those here at this Goodwill many years ago for like $1.99. Nope, don't buy them. This was interesting. I thought I did look this up. And it did have some resale value, but this one was dinged and marked, and I can show you later on in the video. Well, that was kind of cute, but this 2 set of candle holders, they were together $5.99, which was okay. I thought this was $5.99. I thought this was more of a vintage item. I loved it, but I didn't get it because it's contemporary and I don't need it. And a bowl of fruit. All this fruit for $6.99. This aisle, well, the store was busy. I went during lunchtime, and there were a lot of shoppers. This was a pretty piece of wall art. Ooh, what's the price? $9.99. I mean, that's a different, not something that I would pick up, but, you know, it would be pretty in somebody else's home. I'm sure it would go great. But not with me. I don't have that kind of line of decor. Cute little 4th of July bag of stuff. Mirrors, I thought those were heavy, but they were plastic and they were lightweight. This was just a piece of wood. It may have some significance. I don't know what it would be, but it was quite heavy, and I don't know. Maybe you know. I don't know. But we left it there because we don't know. So moving on into the wire stuff and more home decor. Oh, let's scan over here. Hang on. Looking at the plasticware. Sometimes things get put over there and you just never know what you can find. So here you can see there is a chip on this mug, so I did end up putting it back. And some of the resales, once I double checked, were not that great. You know, like $20. I'm like, Some were listed. They were newer. They were listed for $75, but this was not new. Look at this. Corn cradles. I mean, who would call that a corn cradle? It was kind of interesting. They were $9.99 on sale because they wrote in the price. I thought that was fascinating, but the whole box was $7.99 for a box of glass corn cradles. This was pretty. $3.99 little sunshine bowl. Maybe should have got it. Oh, I did get these because I cannot wait to plug these in. They're like $7.99 on Amazon, but I got 2 for $4.99. Fingers crossed that they work. I've seen them at my neighbor's house, and I've had light envy. Well, these were pretty, and I think they were from England, but I have enough dinnerware, so I'm trying to be a little more selective for $3.99. Pretty black and white pattern, but I did not, there's a lot of stuff I did not get. I'm just trying to be more selective, but I'm sharing with you what is available at this particular store. And they have all these platters. What is this for? I'm not sure. More platters, $8.99. That's a lot. But, you know, if you're trying to flip something, that's a lot. But you know that. You're probably a reseller, too. And that Corelware, that was pretty, but, you know, I have some of that listed for sale. Again, trying to be more selective. Had to get pushed over into the toy aisle because they were starting to bring the bins out, and all of the regular resellers were back there stocking the bins, which I'll go back there in a little bit and start stocking them. But all of these stamps for $12.99. Some of them were cute. But I used to do the stamps. I used to have a bunch of stamps, but that didn't last but maybe a few years. And I decided that wasn't for me. I'm not that crafty. Just a bag of Christmas clothing for your pup. It's too hot here in Florida to dress up my dog, and she doesn't like it anyway. She gets kind of mad and just sits and doesn't even acknowledge me if I put that stuff on her. More stamps, a whole box of them, stamping up for $6.99. I think that's kind of pricey. I just don't see that happening. even as a buyer, because you can probably find them at garage sales for a lot cheaper most of the time. You just have to be on the hunt. All right, we're over here in the pots and pan aisle, and not a whole lot, but you never know. Sometimes people put things over there and they're like, oh, I don't really want that, but maybe it's something I want, but not this empty box. I didn't even see the price of the empty box. Over here on the other side of the pan aisle is the Mishmash aisle. So much stuff, like everything. Everything ends up over here, it seems. More stamps, see? The stamps end up over here. Way more stamps. Each of them priced at $6.99. These scarves, I looked at these scarves. There were some nice ones in there, but I didn't feel like listing them, taking pictures of them. And if that doesn't make me happy, they're just going to sit. So I didn't get them. But for $6.99, there was probably 12 or 15 scarves in there because I did look through them. See, I looked at this one and I still thinking about it. But let me just, side note, I didn't get it. Anyway, back through the Mishmash aisle, things that don't have a place, that's where they go. On the other side of the Mishmash is more of the small baking ware. And look, you can see that ice thingy bobber there. What is that called? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Oh, why am I fascinated with this? I guess because the sale price was so close to the Goodwill price. But you can see there's just a lot of things. I do like cake plates. I just don't have a lot of places to put a cake plate, but they're great for elevating things in your displays. And I like the smaller ones because sometimes they come in brighter colors, and I'm all about that. Little reamer. Now, if that was green, that would have been in my cart. Look at that little honey bowl thingy with its stick. This was so pretty, but for $4.99, I can't do it. Maybe $5.99. I don't know. Even at $3.99, I just couldn't do it. It was pretty, but I think it's missing a lid. I don't know. It may be. But it did not come home. Oops. Hold on. Here we are over on the Mishmash aisle again because I think they just must have put this out. It missed all of the pickers in the back waiting for the bins, but I sure as heck put it in my cart. I was so thrilled to find that. Goodness. I couldn't wait. That was $6.99. I think the tea light thingy was $5.99. This was more contemporary, but I was so excited. Look at that. It's so pretty. And I looked it up, and they think it's, someone says it's Princess House. Someone says it's L.E. Smith or Indiana Glass. I don't know. I just know that I got it. Look at this basket. Let's see how much that is again. $25.99 for a big old basket of nothing. I know. That's ridiculous. I'd have to say that's just really ridiculous. Couldn't do it. Anyway, put that back because that was just bizarre. Look at this big cat. I don't have any place for it. He was beautiful and he was reasonable, but I don't feel like shipping. You have to buy things that you're willing to handle over and over again. And no, I wasn't. I'm sure somebody loved on him. Ooh, back over here in the toy aisle because we just can't resist. Just wanted to double check and make sure we didn't miss anything. This side has a lot of toys, but I don't really find, I look for like maybe some Hot Wheels cars, and that's about it, really. My grandson used to come with me, and he would look for those little Nerf guns, but anymore, I'm just over here because the other aisles are crowded. And if I find something, great, and if I don't, that's okay too. Look at those bag of dice, open. I just put it back up there because I don't want them to spill out, and then somebody think I opened them. But yeah, I didn't really see a whole lot here. And we're just going to go ahead and move on to another aisle. Christmas or holidays. And it was light. I think they're saving it so when Halloween's over, they can put another Christmas table out front. That little turkey's missing his head from Harry and David. Poor thing. And you could almost call this the Mishmash aisle too. Wish I showed that to you better, but I didn't. It had dolls and I'm not into dolls. They kind of freak me out. So rest assured, I'll probably never buy any of those for resale or to keep. And just more crafty stuff. So this aisle kind of fills up with stuff that is not traditionally Christmas. They had a bunch of lights that somebody donated. And maybe later on, and usually after Christmas, this aisle is much more packed with Christmas stuff because people are getting rid of it. But now people are looking for it. So it just didn't have a whole lot, or they're holding it and waiting to, sell it at a later date. All right, so here's what's in the cart. These elephants that I love. This I have to still look up. This. more contemporary, but I kind of like the glaze on it. And this little ball. I think that's pretty stunning. These I'll probably get for me. These flickering light bulbs. Just because. And I got this. This has some pretty good soul, so I'm excited about that. You saw this, right? Oh my God, couldn't believe it. Could not get to that shelf quick enough. Then I'm gonna get me this cloche because I need one. I don't really need it, but I want it. All right, I think that's it. We're gonna head out.